Good morning. Day 26 of my Heysen adventure. I'm about 11.5 k's in today. I've been walking for a couple of hours from Hallet. Up until now it's been all road walking, but I've just I'm sitting on a stile actually, having some brekkie. So I'm about to head across a paddock, a ploughed paddock at that, so it could be a bit muddy. We'll see how we go. It's a bit of an overcast day. Sunrise is out now. I don't think there's going to be much colour today. There was some rain last night. There's been some rain this morning while I've been walking, but not much to worry about. I've passed through one. It's passed through one wind farm, and I can see two more ridges with wind farms on in front of me. So, in case anyone missed the other video, so today is a 50k day, more or less. There's a campsite. There is an intermediate campsite place called Whistling Trig. It's on top of a ridge with no shelter at all, no trees, nothing. And there's a bit of weather around. It's meant to rain today, rain tomorrow. I think the wind's picking up a little bit tomorrow. There is some wind around today, but it's not bad. But long story short, I'm not overly keen on camping up there in the duplex with no shelter. Probably do it, but it wouldn't be a comfortable night. So I'm going to blast through the 50 k's to Spalding, where I've got a food drop and I've got a night booked at the pub. So I've got a counter meal and a beer waiting for me when I get there. So there's a bit of motivation today. All right, I'll spin the camera around when I start walking. I'm just going to have some brekkie now. So I'm thinking that might be all the colour we're going to get in the sky today, this morning. Anyway, I've got a few fences to follow by the look of it. So that's the weather that's coming my way. It's pretty high cloud though, so I don't think I'm going to get much. Famous last words. I'm heading down out of these paddocks, and I've got another fairly long road walk in front of me, I think. Okay, I'm out of the paddocks, now onto the roads again. Probably for the next couple of hours, I think. So since since it's got daylight, the sun is up above the clouds somewhere, I can't see it. I haven't had any rain, so that's good. Had a little bit in the dark this morning when I left, but be a miserable day walking 50 k's in the rain, that's for sure. And the wind, it's pretty cold when you get up on the ridges where the wind is. It's not too bad down here in the valley. Okay, so just had my second brekkie. Thought I'll get rid of the wet weather gear, or the Gore-Tex top anyway. And of course the rain came back. So anyway, I'm wandering up into the hills now. So I'm on this road for another, I don't know, 4 k's up into the hills, and then I think I swing along a ridge line that I'll be following for a while. So I'm guessing that'll be paddocks, and that is where Whistling Trig is, up there somewhere along that ridge line. So I'm guessing it's going to be breezy as well as wet. Anyway, good times. I don't think the rain's going to get too heavy, or hopefully not last that long. Making good time. I'm in about 16 k's in, I reckon. It's only 9 in the morning, so I'm going well. All right, I'll catch you later when there's something to see. Well, I've spent the morning hiking across that valley, and half the valley on the other side of that big mountain in the distance I think, is Mount Brian, possibly. So I'm passing through my second wind farm now. And now I'm going to leave the roads and walk paddocks for a while. So that'll be good. The rain stopped. That's even better. Okay, so I'm about 100 metres from Whistling Trig. This is the spot where there's no shelter. There's Whistling Trig up there. It looks like this spot here, if I was going to camp here for the night, would give you a bit of wind protection. It's in a bit of a hollow. Somebody's piled some rocks up there to kind of break a bit of wind. Yeah. Where's the windbreak? I don't know if that's coming up on the video, but that could be your best bet for shelter. I don't know, 100 metres south of the actual camp up here on top of the hill. We'll go up the top and have a look if there's anything better. But that's that wasn't bad. I love these dry stone fences. So that's the view from Whistling Trig. And I do reckon that campsite on the south side would be your best option here. Unless it's a still night. It's probably a better site anyway. It's pretty rocky and shitty up here. That wasn't too bad down in that little depression. I mean, you put a tent here, but it's ugly. I'm heading over that way somewhere. Spalding. I wonder if it's the place with the silo. I don't know if that's coming up on the video. Probably not. It's about 28 k's away though, I think, or 27 k's away. I'm just dropping down across this road, and what's the bet? I'm climbing that hill. Fairly safe, I reckon. Well, I'm wondering if that's Spalding down there. That's a definite feral observation. What do you think? Is the rain going to start as soon as I take off a thermal? I think I'm okay. So my roller coaster ridge walk is continuing. I think the knolls are slowly getting lower. It's actually turned out to be a pretty sweet day. It's about 11:30 now. I'm over halfway to Spalding, so I'm making some decent progress. Haven't exactly pushed myself too hard. That's pretty nice though, down through there. Must be time for a break, I reckon. So it almost feels like we might get a storm tonight. The sun's actually quite warm. Those black clouds are building up a little bit. I got about, I'm guessing 14 k's to go. It's about probably 2:30ish. So I'm cruising along okay here. Should get there about 5:30, I reckon. So I'm just picking up one of the, once I negotiate this water pipe, the old Bandelier Channel kind of water race. Oh, geez, legs are a bit sore after 40 k's. Which I'll now wind around the hills over to Spalding. Spalding's only about 3 k's away, but I think I've got 10 k's of trail miles to get there. Anyway, at least it'll be flat. So we're getting closer. Still following the channel. Winding around the paddocks. So the Bandelier Channel, I think that's what this is called, actually crosses, this is Deep Creek on a bridge. And so does the Heysen and the Mawson on top of the old bridge. Deep Creek looks as though it'd flow pretty savagely if there was decent rain. Okay, I've left the channel. I'm following this fence line down into the outskirts of Spalding, I think. And Spalding down in those green trees there. Kind of, if I hold the camera still, down there in the valley. It's about 5 to 4. I've got a couple of k's to go yet, so it'll be about 4:30 when I roll in, which isn't bad. Unless there's a hill between me and Spalding, that is. That'll slow me down a bit. So it looks like I'm walking an old railway line, railway easement into town, I would guess. Wow, suspension bridge. This is over Freshwater Creek. I'm thinking there's probably no water in the creek. I'll have a bit of a look. Very reedy. Can't see much flowing water though. Got the galahs up in the tree welcoming me. Sorry, the bridge is rocking around all over the place. Well, I've made it. There's the main street. There's the pub. Wow, there with the West End sign. Pub's not actually open today, but they're still doing accommodation. And I think they'll feed us tonight, he said. So that's good. Okay, I've just checked into my room at the Spalding Hotel. It's pretty basic. I think there's some renovated rooms. This is one of the unrenovated rooms. I got my food drop, got my bed, got the telly going, Pack's over there. I'll fire up the aircon later. Life's good. All right, I'll sign off. I might do a video at tea of the rest of the hotel because it's a pretty nice spot, really. All right, I'll catch up with you. Okay, day 26. My Heysen adventure. So today was a what I would call a solid day. It came out at 49.3 kilometres or something. A bit over 1,000 metres climbing. I'm a bit dubious about the climbing figure though, to be honest with you. But the kilometres are about right. The first half of the day out of Hallet, or the first probably third of the day, was all on fire, like quiet roads and farm tracks. Then there was a long ridge walk up past Whistling Trig and down to, I went for probably 8 kilometres, which was really nice. Then I met some quiet roads, and the last probably 8-10 k's was I think it's the Bundalier Channel. It's an old water race. So that was quite nice walking into Spalding too. So I rolled up at the pub, I don't know, about 4:30. So it was about 11 and a half hours on track today. So I wasn't mucking around. And I did stop a little bit though. I stopped probably 5 or 6 times at least for, little breaks of 20 minutes. So yeah, to be honest with you, I didn't feel too bad. My leg, which was the worry, held out pretty well, so that's good. This Spalding hotel is just, they can't do enough to help you. They have one of my food drops there. I've just been down for a few beers and a steak, and I'll have brekkie in the morning before I leave. Very, very nice setup here. I mean, it's pub room, it's not like super flash, hasn't been that gentrified. Although I think they're doing it up bit by bit. I think some of the other rooms are maybe a little bit more gentrified. But yeah, the meal was really nice. Highly recommend the Spalding Hotel, to the point where I might even come and stay here on my way home if I need somewhere to stay for a night. All right, tomorrow is another 30K over to, I think it's Kern's hut, and I've caught up to 3 ladies that have been in front of me. So they're going to be there, and I think there's another guy there as well. So I might even camp tomorrow night, I'm thinking, if the hut's a bit busy, rather than stay in a busy hut. We'll see how we go. Anyway, that's a long way in the future. Got to walk 30Ks first. All right, I'll see you in the morning. Take it easy.